Hello, AVID seniors. Welcome to the final quarter of high school for you. Isn't that a little crazy to say? We are going to begin these last 9 weeks, and then you are graduating and you are done with high school. That is a crazy, cool, and yet scary thing all at the same time. Um, so, what we're going to be doing here with AVID, I mentioned it before the break, is one of the big things we're going to do this quarter is I am going to uh, make sure that you have stayed in contact with me on which schools you applied to, which ones you got into, any other paths, whether that be community college, military, job opportunities, things like that. Have that that after high school pass document updated. We'll talk about that in class on Monday. The other thing I'm going to do is get you to do some brainstorming around some open-ended questions about AVID and just your high school experience and yourself and where you've come over the last 4 years, depending. Um, and then we're probably going to be doing video interviews one-on-one during this fourth quarter. So that'll be an easy project. Although I know a lot of you are a little scared to be on camera, but I'm going to need you to, we might be doing them in person. I will be back on campus on May 3rd. I'll be there every day starting Monday, May 3rd. I'm not exactly sure how everything's going to roll. We'll talk more about that as well and what coming back to school and campus looks like in class when we have our class discussion tomorrow on Monday. Yeah, lots of things coming your way. So I'll keep you informed with that. Now, we're not jumping into any of that this week. This week, I want you to get set up with getting started for AVID and make sure you finish off on a high note here for the fourth quarter. So let's take a look at what I've got for you this week. Okay, so you come in week 11. There's 5 things, which looks like a lot, but it's actually not that much. And so let me break them down for you. So the first thing you need to do is set up your CNQS for this fourth quarter. There are a bunch of you who did not take advantage of getting your notes up to date over the spring break. I've graded all the notes. I've put all that stuff into Jupyter. You can see your grades right now. If you've got any old notes or any stuff, you got to do it today. You got to do it now. And I'll remind everybody of that on class on Monday. But you need to get it done because we need to move on with this fourth quarter. So hopefully you were able to get that stuff done. Okay, so now you need to set them up for these weeks here for the fourth quarter. So what do? You go into your name just like you did before. Oh, let's see. Let me pick somebody as an example that probably, let's see. Oh, Juan. Juan's not with us anymore, unfortunately. Okay, so you go into class notes. You click on a page, you go week 11. If you want to put in the dates, that is fine by me. If you don't want to put in the dates, that is fine as well. So if you want to just go week 12, week 13, excuse me, week 14, go all the way to 17, week 15, 16, 17. Okay, easy peasy, right? And now you got to go get the boxes for the fill-in. So you go all the way up to class information, blank templates. These are your blank ones right here. I'm going to highlight them. Okay, and then I go back to my notes here. And this is why it's beautiful to set them all up in the beginning, because all I got to do is click and go paste. Go to week 12, paste. Week 13, paste. Week 14, paste. Week 15, paste. Week 16, paste. Week 17, paste. There you go. It's all set up. All right. What notes do you need to do this week? Well, obviously this is week 11, so you need to do Cornell Notes questions and summary this week. So at the end of this week, make sure you are coming in here, finding 4 of your 6 classes, putting the name of the class, coming up with 3 questions from the information in that class, and answering those 3 questions in your summary. This should be old hat for you. You've been doing this for at least 3 or 4 years. So hopefully you've got this down. Some of you are doing a rock star job with this. Others, I think you are letting the working at home thing kind of let you slack off, and you're not getting this stuff done, and it's killing your grade right now. So don't get senioritis on me. Finish this up strong. Make sure you're getting your questions and summary done. Okay, so that's kind of 2 right there. So if you go back, so first thing you need to do is set up the pages, and then you need to fill it in at the end of this week for week 11. Okay, and make sure you get that in. And right now it doesn't look like your tutor is communicating with me. So over the break, I graded all of your questions and summary, and I was pretty lenient. Let's be honest. I was being very lenient. If you give me an effort, if it looks like you're trying to create questions and you're trying to write summaries and you're not copying it off the internet, then I'm going to probably give you full credit. So I need you to go through these motions of reviewing your learning. It definitely helps make you a better student. Another thing you need to do this week is, oh, sorry, those are the juniors. Juniors have very similar to you guys this week. Another thing you need to do this week is you need to start a new grade log. Just like we did last quarter. If you want to download the file and do it on computer, great. If you want to print out a PDF, fine. If you want to remake this on a piece of paper, that's fine too. Let me remind people of this because people are losing points on this. You're going to start with week 1. You're going to put the date. I need the letter grade and the percentage, not just the percentage, not just the letter grade. I need both. And then you calculate your GPA. Make sure you list your classes at the top. And I've noticed some people will do a piece of paper and do week 1 and then do another piece of paper for week 2. No, you need the whole grade log on one piece of paper. Don't separate the weeks. You need to see what is happening to your grade every week, whether it's going up, whether it's going down. That's important. Okay, so set this up and then fill in the row for week 1. You know how to do this. Nothing new there. Okay, so first you got to set up your notes. There's all the weeks to set them up. Second thing, set up your grade log. You know how to do that. At the end of this week, do your questions and summary. All right, straightforward. Now, 2 other things. First thing, we're going to talk about this on Monday, the updating your after high school paths, okay? A lot of you I'm getting responses, people getting into UC schools. That's fantastic. I'm getting people telling me I got accepted to certain CSU schools. That's great. There still may be acceptance letters coming your way. So don't give up hope if you're still waiting for a certain school or a certain college to get back to you. But I do need you to start updating that document that you made about 8 weeks ago. No, about 10 weeks ago. Okay. If you haven't made it yet, you need to get on it. Okay. I'm going to start calling people out and being real on top of them with that, but you need to get on top of that. Okay. It's helpful for me to be able to know what schools you applied to and what schools you got into, because as the program coordinator, I need to know if what I'm doing is working and helping you and getting you to where you were trying to get to. Okay. That's important for me, but it's also important for you. Another thing, and we'll talk more about this on Monday as well, is AVID Center asked me to list all of the seniors, which is you. And so what I did is I went in, I put your first name and your last name and your email address. So I believe the way this works is they should have sent you an email from AVID Center. And what you need to do is click on that, should have given you a link to click on, and then you go update your profile with all your information. This information is not shared. This is just between, so the AVID Center knows who you are because you've been an AVID student now, and how long you've been in AVID and things like that. So please, please, please go in there and update that. I believe that's how it works. But again, we're going to talk about this on Monday as well, because obviously I didn't get an email because I'm not a student. So I'm not 100% sure how it's going. And since you are my first senior class, this is my first time doing this. So we will see. We'll learn together. So we'll talk. So make sure you come to class on Monday. So we'll talk about that. And then don't forget to update your after high school pass. Those aren't going to take you very much time. Okay. So it looks like a big list. Yeah, but I mean, that takes 5 minutes. This will take you, that'll take you about 20 to 30 minutes at the end of the week. This will take you, I did it right now. That's about 5 minutes. Update your new grade log. That could take you, if you're going to download it, that'll take you 5 minutes. And then going to Avid Center and updating your profile. That will probably take you maybe 5 to 10 minutes. So even though there's a lot of stuff, not a whole lot of time. Okay, so make sure you come to class on Monday. We will chat more about any questions you have about me coming back on May 3rd, about can you get on campus, all that stuff. I think I have an idea, but I don't want to share it here because by the time I talk to you tomorrow, who knows what's going to change. Okay, so I'll see you all in Monday class. Have a good one.